Hi guys, another time for the interactive concept presentations. Today we're talking about kinetic sand, which was quite interesting in the video, and all different colors and everything like that. I didn't have the, I didn't go get, the colorful sand or anything like that, but I just used sand from the beach, which works just as well. So this is my kinetic sand. I wanted to put it in a Ziploc to make it easier and cleaner. It does not destroy. So it kind of looks like a paste. You can see it. It's like a paste looking contraption. So that is the product. I think, out of all these concept presentations, I feel like I've really been able to master this one. But the concept, the whole reason why we're doing this experiment. So since our sand is our biggest component, as well as the cornstarch. So just starting out with sand, the key component in sand is silicon, are polymers, which mean long strands of repeated units. So there's multiple units in just this bag of sand. There's probably thousands at this point. So similar to with kinetic sand, the polymer chains within the silicone oil makes the sand particles stick together so you can form them into a ball. However, the ball will slowly flatten over time. This is kind of interesting to me because it doesn't really stay like a Play-Doh, or it kind of is actually like more like a Play-Doh. There's no, it like dries out and then it kind of crumbles, because if you wet it too much, as Exhibit A, if you have too much water, they won't bind together. So something special about kinetic sand is regular sand or coated sand is colored sand, but instead when it's in water like sand, it is coated with a silicone oil, which was interesting to me. Used in a lot of products, most commonly in lubricant, which is interesting. The coating is the oil and not the water. The sand will never dry out, which is one of the features of kinetic sand. So since like when you see at a beach, water goes over it, there's constant drying agents from the evaporation of the water, the UV rays, the sun dries the sand up. With this, it has an oil in it which binds the polymers together. I thought that was kind of interesting. It's just fun to play with as well. When kinetic sand is wet, it tends to stick to other surfaces, which makes sense. It's highly adherent, which then when it's wet, it spreads evenly. So when it will completely dry within a few hours, but return back to its normal texture. So there's an inverted thing in that perspective. I thought the videos were kind of interesting, how you could, it's kind of like sponge cake in that perspective. It's like, it has its own form and it's just like, honestly, like dough. I thought this experiment was really easy, and I only had one mess up. I just put too much water. Good to know. But I thought this experiment was interesting because how things connect together as humans, socially, and we try and stick together and trying to work together, but a lot of times it doesn't work. But in this case, when you add the right ingredients, it molds together and it looks like Honestly, it looks like cookie dough right now. Chocolate chip cookie dough. So thank you so much for listening to this video. I hopefully you learned something from this as well. Kinetic sand is fun, and it's how polymers stick together within this sand, cornstarch, and soap and water connection. Thank you and have a good day.